no longer separate reality from fiction. He is trapped in this delusion, this fantasy land where a million followers on TikTok means the whole world knows who you are.
I'm not
He
even
holds
convinced it's stupidity. I really think he is
himself up like
delusional. He's straight up just
he's
delusional.
Jesus Christ because he has a million followers and the laws don't apply to him anymore. He's achieved a level that normal mortals can't get to because he has a small TikTok audience. A million followers is a ton, but his actual core audience is not a million. Like I said, nobody engages with this guy unless they're throwing tomatoes at him and booing him. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where the guy in the crowd goes, "Oh, brother, this guy stinks." That's Wyatt's whole life.
Dang. Dang.
What's up?
Imagine.
You come up here to make fun of Icy Wyatt too? Hmm? I know, he's pathetic.
Yeah.
I know.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Do it now. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car.
Though Wyatt denies he has a gun in his vehicle, several witnesses allege that they saw him with one.
Where's his keys? Just they got keys or a fob.
Wyatt's lecturing the police like he's the substitute teacher in a rowdy classroom. Show some respect. I'm a TikTok star. Please, have some
Oh
decency.
my god, I was muted. But I literally have more subscribers on YouTube. And it would be crazy if I was doing the same thing. Because it's just not that much.
I'm above you. It is infuriating.
It's crazy.
Everything Wyatt says
Straight up,
is like
it's
the
crazy.
worst dialogue options in a video game that make you hate the fucking character you're playing as. He is actually finding all of the worst possible responses that would make even his biggest fans hate him. It's so impressive. It is a speed run for the most unlikable TikTok star ever. So, he wasn't really cooperating with the officers. They do eventually tackle him. They get him with like a fucking Goldberg spear. And it was pretty satisfying to watch, I'm not gonna lie, because this guy's a fucking douchebag and deserved it. So I think that busted up his nose a little bit, which is why you'll see him with a bloody nose. And then he apparently denied having a gun, despite so many witnesses saying he did. And he eventually just gave them permission to search the car, and they immediately found the gun. It wasn't even a difficult scavenger hunt. The Easter Bunny would be disappointed. He did not hide the eggs well here. They found the gun the second they got to the car, basically.
Have something else to say about the incident.
I don't hit nobody.
Well, they're saying otherwise, and they described the gun and everything, and there was somebody else
So
that
my
was
girlfriend
watching.
can't be a witness too.
Was she with you?
Yes.
Ignore
I pulled
this,
that-
sorry.
I pulled the gun out to show them through the window, like, don't with me, and they all went back in their car.
Yes, he came home after being attacked by two hillbilly crazy people in a truck
But he pistol whipped them over the top of their head.
because they attacked him. Okay. So what are you trying to do so for? Just like defend the hillbillies who got punched in the face with a gun?
Well, if they got pistol whipped with a gun.
And then it's like, where does she come from? And like, it's like they just don't understand the law. They don't understand where they are, where they live, or like the world around them. Cause like even if you do something in self-defense, it's like you still get investigated. I don't know.
And they're victims.
His girlfriend heroically arrives at the scene. It's the fourth quarter. Icy Wyatt's down by quite a bit, but now his girlfriend is here to really help win the game for him. Except she's playing for the other team. She comes here and immediately confirms that Icy Whiny Wyatt was lying once again. Fucking weasel. She immediately validates the claims of the pistol whipping happening. She confirms that Wyatt did in fact hit them with his gun.
Stop talking to police officers. You don't have to, or unless you have to, you just don't. It doesn't help you.
Something that Wyatt is denying having happened at all. She swooped in here and offered key evidence against her boyfriend Wyatt here. It was fucking poetic justice. She came in here and just told the truth. which is a real thorn in the side to Wyatt. Pistol whipping is no joke. That shit can be fatal. Like, that is very dangerous. But luckily for the victims of the assault here, Wyatt's got some wet noodles for arms. He's got the scrawniest little arms I've seen since Slender Man, so he wasn't able to generate enough force to, like, really hurt them, but it was enough to still cause a bit of damage to one of the victims, as I understand it. Now, his girlfriend does say that that truck was, like, speeding around them, so that's the attack she's referring to, I believe.
He's a victim of being attacked while driving. They were speeding in front of him. So you guys not aware of, like, the full story?
We heard that there was some kind of a road rage incident.
You guys not aware of the
That's
full
not really an
story?
attack, though. This isn't Twisted Metal. They didn't speed in front of him and start dropping spike trips and homing missiles out the back, firing fucking torpedoes at Wyatt and his vehicle.
It's crazy because they're lying. He like in the video that they already have, you see him escalating the situation and further chasing the person who did brake check him. And even if someone brake checks you, it's just like chasing them only escalates the situation. He decided to be the aggressor. Like, it's just like, I don't need to explain this. This is just,
It sounds like
so simple.
it was an instance of them maybe cutting him off or speeding around him, and he took it personally and got really offended, and then went way, way, way hog wild with the whole thing, following them into that parking lot, getting reckless and crazy, hitting them with the gun, all that shit.
You can't take my phone.
Actually, by law, they are allowed to take his phone.
You can't take my phone. This is my possession. So now you're gonna be a thief.
It's just like, it's so clear the lack of understanding of the law, and I don't understand the law either. But I know that it doesn't make a police officer a thief to have your phone while they have you arrested. Like, it's just like, what am I watching?
a thief.
You're under arrest.
Like, is this man on drugs?
Have a phone, okay?
Wow.
Unfortunately, that was going too far for Wyatt. The good boy was about to go bad. He never envisioned a world without his phone in the palm of his hands. So when they took his phone, he was fucking flabbergasted. And now he's got a chip on his shoulder. He gets real unpleasant and even more obnoxious and annoying.
You don't see any problem with this. You don't see the problem that somebody with a bright pink car who is famous online gets with on the freeways all the time, and that's why I carry a gun. That is it. That is, you said legal was in Florida.
It is legal in Florida to have a gun in your car. There's nothing
So
illegal
where
about
can
that.
you prove? Show me the video proof where I hit him with a gun.
There is video proof of the reckless driving and nearly hitting people in the parking lot, and the victim who got pistol whipped showed the injuries, and his girlfriend also confirmed the pistol whipping. So I'd say there's a high level of confidence behind the pistol whipping being the real story and Wyatt being full of shit, just a load of dirty barnacles. It's almost impossible not to laugh at Wyatt. In fact, after Wyatt got even more rowdy and rambunctious and insulting the officers, starting to kick them and shit, they started making fun of him too. They started calling him Joe Exotic. And when they were bringing him into the police station, they said, "Welcome, Tiger King." And that gave me a hearty giggle. I actually thought that was a pretty good one. Wyatt is just a fucking clown. So his statement here, he drives a bright pink SUV and people fuck with him all the time on the freeway because he's famous. So they recognize his car.
And I swear I don't believe that a bit. I don't believe that a bit. I know certain people get that type of attention, but I doubt. I feel like he's in his head. I feel like every time someone cuts him off, he's like, it's cause I'm famous. Oh my god, it's cause they knew me. I just don't think that we all heard about the event where someone with TikTok meetup empty. They had a million TikTok followers. Yet when the time came for them to do a meet and greet, no one was there. It's like their million followers didn't exist. It's just like, how do you not know TikTok is inflated? Like, it's just inflated YouTube. Like, if you have 1 million on TikTok, it's like having 100K on YouTube. No one's flying. Like, I don't know. It's just
And mess with him
What?
while he's driving, which is why he carries a gun. How delusional do you have to be? He actually has a mental illness. He has main
yeah.
character syndrome. He believes that since he has a high number of followers on TikTok, everyone in the world knows him and everyone in the world is out to get him or, try and get his attention. They're all vying for his attention and they'll do anything to get it.
Did you guys actually get in an accident? I mean, he's got a big ass, knot on the back of his head. No, but there are independent witnesses. So, I mean, not everybody knows who you are.
It doesn't matter. I have 58 million followers.
And he lies. He does not have 58 mil. But no, he doesn't.
This is where I think his delusion is actually kind of dangerous and scary. So he obviously can't tell the truth under any circumstances, I guess. Fucking Wonder Woman's lasso of truth would be useless against this guy. I don't know if he's ever been honest about anything ever. All he does is lie. He's full-blown Pinocchio here. He doesn't have 58 million followers. You absolute goober. You have 1 million followers on TikTok, which is your only platform, really. Very odd thing.
Well, the Instagram was doing all right. I think it was a little less than 1 million, which is a lot for Instagram, but no one's following you around with that.
To lie about, but then it gets into.
I think this is paranoia. It seeps deeper into just his mental illness. That's that type of stuff that happens. You get paranoid and you start thinking things.
What I consider a very scary territory where he's talking about how people make shit up about him all the time because he's so famous. Everyone on TikTok and Instagram has seen his face before. The dude must be trapped in a perpetual genjutsu straight out of Naruto. He is in a paranoid delusion. Not everyone in the world knows who he is, and not everyone is out to get him. Holy shit.
I said you don't know that this guy knows who you are.
Oh, he so did.
Oh, did he say
Trust me,
something?
when somebody's swerving into my lane, brake checking me, wanting me to stop, wanting me to race my car, coming out the car, I know that's a fan.
One other thing that he's done multiple times throughout the conversation, and does many more throughout the conversations going forward, is he calls her baby girl. It's making my skin crawl. It's so fucking cringe. He'll call her baby girl sometimes. It's really creepy. But I mean, clearly he is mentally unwell. Yeah. Someone swerving into your lane is not a fan trying to get your attention. Holy shit.
Nobody tased you, though. What? You didn't get tased. Okay, I am not gonna tase you. I'm just saying you didn't get tased. Because you just said so.
I actually think there's a good chance he's on drugs right now. He starts rambling about absolutely nothing, like tasing from out of nowhere. And then she's like, well, you didn't get tased and we're not gonna tase you. And then he took that as a threat. So then he makes a threat back saying that if she tased him, he'd fuck her up and go to jail for the rest of his life. I don't think you could fuck up anyone. You would probably lose in a fight to an inflatable, wacky, arm-flailing tube man. You are
wacky, inflatable, flailing arm tube man. I don't think he said it right.
Not built for fighting. You would get your ass beat. You would get turned inside out. So I don't know why he's threatening physical violence against this woman. And I don't know how stupid you have to be to threaten physical violence against a police officer too. She was very, very patient with this guy because she just brushed it off and laughed at him. I guess because he is so pathetic, all you can really do is laugh at someone that's this embarrassing of a person. But goddamn, he is so fucking dumb, it's unreal.
You're dumb, girl.
Am I?
You're real dumb.
I feel like it's best you just ignore this man. Cause certain people, this is like a Twitter user in real life. You just don't entertain it. You don't waste your brain cells trying to make sense of what their episode their bounce it will only kill you to try and make sense of something that doesn't even make sense to this guy. He's just rolling with it. It doesn't make sense, but it's entertaining, I guess.
That definitely can't be that.
You definitely might want to try Molly. So you just
I definitely can't do that.
This is what I'm talking about when he just goes off on these weird fucking tangents saying that she needs to do Molly so she can shut the fuck up. What are you talking about, man? I don't even think he's in the same dimension that the rest of the planet is in. He is all over the place. I really do think that the entire day he spent in some kind of fucking meth-induced haze or some shit. He is actually just all over the place.
Why, where are you going?
Let me see you do it first then.
What?
We're gonna
You're
throw
not
it
about
out
to
as we
take
do it.
$30,000, $40,000 worth of jewelry without me knowing exactly
And
where
I'm
it's
gonna
going.
write. Come on now. I don't.
You this to
the
me the
value.
whole entire
I've
time
actually
in the
been
car.
so nice to you.
No,
Things really popped off when they told him that he can't really take the jewelry
They keep trying to reason with him. Stop trying to reason with him. Like, it's
to
just,
jail with
it's-
him, so he put up
what's
a big
going on?
fuss. He eventually started kicking the officers, and now he's facing a lot of charges. I think he goes to trial next month, so I'm really curious to see how that plays out, because for some reason he seems to believe that he's in the right, so he started threatening lawsuits against the officers after he was kicking them and shit. So very goofy situation here, very goofy guy, and I just had to talk about this. What an insufferable little
It's
asshole.
not even no, because even after they go back in the car and he's talking about like, hey girl, you don't have to do all this. You could be a model. Like, he's talking to the cop, like he starts getting I guess friendly or like authoritative. Like, you don't have to do this. Like, it was so weird. It's so weird. But like, I really hope this dude gets the help he needs, because he needs help. Extremely delusional. Very weird. Maybe this will be the event that flips the stone. Is like, hey, you know what, maybe I do need to get help. But I don't know, seeing that his girlfriend or whatever didn't see the issue. I don't know, when you're around people who can't even acknowledge the issue, I feel like it'll be hard for him to acknowledge it himself. I expect him to keep tumbling down this strange road, but good luck. Hopefully this man gets help.